Reactz. Fuck it. Meet the Spartans. What the fuck is this?
I'm evil. Make you sad.
What Temu production am I watching right here? What is this? Were those kidney stones? What did he just throw up?
Oh no.
Oh, cute.
What the fuck?
Gross.
Oh, God, Dust busting bitch, no!
What the fuck did I just watch, yo? What? Was that an ad for something? What was that?
I don't know who originated these. Honestly, I don't even remember where I saw them. But, you know, you take a moderately heavy dumbbell. I mean, I'm gonna grab the 50s, and I kind of hold them right in front of me like this. Like my biceps are in front of my lats, and my hands are right on top of my quads. And one arm at a time, I use just my pecs to pull the dumbbell across my body. I don't do any movements for chest that burn as much as this. I don't know who...
Nah, bro, them joints do hurt though. See, I do my shits. When I do my shits, I be like these, and I go like that. You know what I'm saying? I go like those. I ain't never tried that variant. Hold on. Let me try that variant real quick. I get the motherfucking 25s. So, boom. If I do like the isolation joints, then I'll do like this, and I'll go like these. You know what I'm saying? I'll go like these. Ain't gonna be as easy with the left arm. Yeah, fuck no. I gotta have like both of them hoes in my hand, dude. Both of these shits. Bro, my left arm is so weak now, bruh. Bro, y'all remember that my motherfuckers used to be strong as shit. Oh, let me try that.
Who originated these? Honestly, I don't even remember where I saw them. But, you know, you take a moderately heavy dumbbell. I mean, I'm gonna grab the 50s. And
Narco, what's up?
I kind of hold them right in front of me like this. Like my biceps are in front of my lats.
Tight
and my
shit.
hands are right on top of my quads.
Okay, right on top of the quads.
I use just my pecs to pull the dumbbell across my body. I don't do any movements for chest that burn as much as this. I don't know who originated
Oh, wait, I feel it a little bit.
I don't remember where I saw them, but...
Hold on, I feel it a little bit.
I mean, I'm gonna grab the 50s, and I kind of hold them right in front of me like this.
Alright,
like
no,
my biceps are in front of my lats, and my hands are right on top of my quads, and one arm at a time.
I feel it a little bit.
My pecs to pull the
I feel it a
dumbbell.
little bit. Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Aye, me boy, aye.
So we both.
My name's Snake. I'm calling from Tattoo. I got your daughter down here, and I have a bit of an issue.
Well, I'm okay. I'm sorry. Your name is what?
My real name's Pete. People call me Snake. But I mean,
Okay, and you're saying Stephanie is there at a tattoo place?
yes. You weren't aware of this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
She most
Well,
definitely would know that I am not. I'm not on board with her being at a tattoo parlor.
all right. Well, I've got a bit of an issue here that I need your help with.
What is the issue?
I need payment. And she told me she had $200 for the tattoo, but she
Hold
didn't.
on. Payment for a tattoo? You're telling me that you put a tattoo on my daughter? She's underage. You know you can't do that.
Ma'am, I get a girl that comes in here, says she has permission from you to get a tattoo of her dad's name with a heart in it. So I put Luke with a heart around it, on it, like she asked.
Luke on her body? Luke is not her father, first of all. It's her piece of boyfriend who she should not be seeing anyway. I swear to God, if there is ink on that girl, I swear to God, you're in so much trouble.
Man, the tattoo...
Hold on, wait, Chad. What if y'all say y'all had a daughter, right, and she did some shit like this? You get a nigga named fucking Tyler, whatever. Yo, Mr. Sir, yeah, your daughter's down here. She has a tattoo of her boyfriend's name on her butt. Like, what's y'all first reaction, bro? Y'all niggas is like shooting your daughter or some shit? Like, what y'all doing, bro? Cause I promise you, nigga, it's over with. She gonna have to work at that tattoo parlor to pay that nigga, bro. I promise you, that's what she gonna have to do.
My nigga said I would be okay if I was America.
If you were America?
He was already there. She told me Luke was her dad and that you gave her
No,
permission.
there better not be a tattoo on my dog.
Like, why are you screaming at me though, ma'am? Like, I just did my job. If you were America, like, I just did my job, man. I don't know why the fuck you screaming at me and you be screaming at your motherfucking daughter.
Let me talk to her. Is she there? Let me talk to her right now.
Ma'am, I'm not going to let you talk to her until I receive payment. And then you can talk to her all you
You're
want.
not going to receive payment, you piece of shit. What you are going to receive is a lawsuit in the mail.
You're going to sue me because I gave your daughter a tattoo of...
I'm going to sue you because you have ruined a minor. You are not allowed to do that without a parent's permission, and I was not there.
Well, you know, maybe if you were a more attentive mother, your daughter would...
My God, where the are you located?
I thought it was her dad's name, and obviously you're upset, and I
I
apologize.
don't give a if it's Jesus Christ on the back of her body. She better not come in with a tattoo.
It's really actually a beautiful piece of work, so I don't think you
Oh,
should...
it's a beautiful piece of work. I bet it is, Snake. I'm sure anyone with the name Snake is just making art left and right.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Now you're getting personal with
Now
me.
she getting mean. Now she being mean.
This is personal. She's my daughter.
Well, I'm a businessman, and I need payment. So,
Well-
can you give me your card number so I can get the $200 and you can talk to your daughter?
Absolutely not.
If you don't have payment and I can't get payment, we got to figure out something else.
We don't know you, sir.
How about this? Can I live with you?
Are you crazy?
I've been a little down on my luck lately, and can I crash on your couch
Oh,
for
really?
like?
Well, that's so hard to believe. A guy named Snake? I just figured you'd be living in a mansion.
I just want to crash on your couch for like a week. Is that fine?
Absolutely not. Are you retarded?
Hey, Leanne.
What? Just give me the address. I'm coming down there. What is the address?
This is actually Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5 doing a phone tap on you.
I don't give a who you are. I want the address.
No, it's a joke. It's a prank.
Hello?
That
My
bitch
name's
was
Snake.
tight, bruh. Nah, she was tight as fuck. She was just like, I don't give a fuck if it's a prank. What's the address? Give her an address to a fucking dump, bro. What the fuck is this? That nigga just crushed Dr. Fate's helmet?
The Lords of Order. Their voices are gone.
It's over, Kent.
I'm sorry for attacking. The Helm commanded me.
They can't command you anymore.
Both of you have defied fate, courted chaos. But now, to see you working together again, you must keep order, or the Lords will impose it. If not through Brainiac.
I never played this game, but I had a friend that had this game.
I met a guy when I was locked up. His name was Mighty Mouse. Black guy, 5'3", built. He looked like Mighty Mouse. He had a tattoo of Mighty Mouse on his arm. Everybody called him Mighty Mouse.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because he had the fucking Mighty Mouse tattoo.
I'm talking to him and I said, what are you here for? He said, here's what I did. He would get a fake ID in somebody's name, but it looks good. So he goes in and says, hey, I want to drive this car. We're talking about like $100,000 Mercedes. He said, you drive it around real quick. You come back. And the guy says, okay, what do you think? He's like, I like it. You argue a little bit, see if you can get some floor mats, whatever. You make it seem legit. They say, okay, yeah. Let's go talk to the finance guy.
Scamming 101, Chad. Listen up.
He said, no, I'm already approved. He said, I got, and he opens up the envelope. He had made his own envelopes, his own checks. He goes in the finance guy. He gives them the whole packet. The finance guy picks up the phone, calls the phone number. On the phone number, he's got Mighty Mouse, his girlfriend, sitting in his house. So she answers the phone and says, Southern Exchange Bank, how may I help you? She asks a series of questions. Can you put my person on the phone? Yes. Last 4 digits of your social security. Okay, your interest rate? No, I'm good with that. Talks to the guy and says, give me a minute, puts him on hold, comes back a little bit and says, okay, here's your authorization code. The finance guy, he says, okay, well, what do I do at this point? She says, okay. She said, he's approved. Fill out the check in front of you and deposit it. This check goes nowhere, by the way. Hangs up the phone. The guy does all the paperwork, gives him the keys. He gets in the vehicle. He leaves. Now, what he did was 3 states away, the exact same vehicle, he would have somebody go on the lot and get the VIN number. They would go into the DMV and register the vehicle into anybody's name they wanted. Once it was registered, because it says it's registered to the bank, which is for a car that is not the car they're looking for. The dealership is some car in multiple states away, so it has no connection. And then he said once it was registered, he said, I would then make a satisfaction for the loan that's on it, and you'd go into the DMV and you could give it to them, and they would issue a title in whoever's name you want the title in. So now I own the vehicle free and clear as long as they never go to the same state. And he would take that vehicle and he would go, I'd sell it to a dealer for 50 cents on the dollar. How do you think he gets caught? It's a flawless scam. He some girl that his girlfriend knew, and the girl told her, and the girlfriend and him get into an argument, and she calls the FBI.
Why would you ever cheat on a bitch that you doing crime with, bro? Bro, girls do not uphold the rule of the streets, bro. No snitching, no whatever else they do up in the streets, bro. I ain't in the streets, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, why would you ever do crime and then cheat on the bitch, bro? That's like the worst thing. I don't give a fuck what you going through with her, bro. Go through that shit. As long as she ain't hitting on you and you ain't hitting on her and no bullshit like that, y'all did crime together, bro. And matter of fact, she should be locked up too. She did just as much as he did.
The man aimed at an antelope, pulled the trigger, but accidentally shot it in the rear. Watching the antelope run in the opposite direction, he didn't panic. He picked up the spent casing and gave chase. But when he arrived at the location, he noticed a large pool of blood. Something felt off immediately. Following the trail of blood, he soon spotted an injured hunting dog nearby, but he hadn't shot it. Realizing there must have been a gunfight in the area, he quickly tracked in the opposite direction. Before long, he came upon several vehicles at the foot of the mountain. Wanting to understand the situation,
what movie this is? Dora haired boy? What the fuck is this?
He cautiously moved closer to investigate. Everyone on the ground was already dead. He moved behind one of the trucks to check, and to his surprise, he discovered a full load of cargo. If the goods were still here, then someone must have taken the money and fled, possibly badly wounded. He held his gun tightly, moving in slow and careful. Inside one of the cars, he spotted a man barely hanging on. The moment he saw him, he raised his gun and took the man's pistol away. The dying guy begged him for some water, but the man ignored him and walked off. Sure enough, under a large tree nearby, he spotted a lone figure, but instead of rushing over, he crouched quietly in place for half an hour. Only after confirming there was no movement did he slowly approach. The man under the tree was already dead. Opening the case next to him, he found $2 million.
Shit. Hey, this right here, this is called life skills, chat. If this nigga didn't know how to assess situations and then do the opposite of certain things, he would have never found this. A lot of niggas don't have these skills, bruh. I got these skills, bruh. I would have found this. I got these skills. You feel me? Like, I would be good. A lot of niggas out there don't got the tracking skills, bro. They don't have the intellect. They don't have the intellect. I'm gonna say it again. They don't have the intellect to do this type of shit, bro. I do, though. You know what I'm saying? I really understand what he did right here. Good moves, good moves.
Inside, he knew this money could bring serious trouble, but how could anyone walk away from cash in hand?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Launder that shit. Allegedly.
Immediately picked up the case and left. That night, he couldn't sleep at all. To ease his conscience, he decided to bring the guy some water. But when he returned to the scene, the car window had been smashed.
Why would you go back there at night, nigga? Why'd you go back there at all, first of all? Why'd you go back at night?
And the man had already been shot dead. Clearly, someone had been there. He quickly hid behind a car, and within seconds, he saw a group of armed men coming down the hillside. They spotted him too, and opened fire right away. The man sprinted through the darkness, but they caught up fast. A bullet slammed into his shoulder.
See, all you had to do was mind your motherfucking business and just count your money, bro. That's all you had to do is just count your fucking bread, nigga. Bury that shit in the backyard so you know what to do with it. Forget about that shit.
He dove into the water, but the hunting dog jumped in right after him. He pulled out his pistol, calm as ever. After getting away, he sent his wife back to her parents' home. Then, he arrived at a roadside motel, carefully hid the case inside the air vent of room 137, then deliberately checked into the neighboring room 138. At that moment, a hitman had already followed him. The killer locked onto room 137 as his target, removed his shoes, and crept closer, then used a captive bolt gun to blow out the door lock. He started firing indiscriminately. Suddenly,
the fuck do he got?
He saw a hand in the mirror. Someone inside was begging for their life. Calmly, not wanting to stain his clothes, the hitman closed the curtains. Although everyone in the room was taken out, he couldn't find the case. Unbeknownst to him, the man had already pulled it into the next room through the vent. It wasn't until he noticed the scratches in the duct that the hitman realized what had happened. Using the same method, he sealed off the man's door. However, the man had already escaped. He checked into another motel, but as he lay in bed, something didn't feel right. To confirm his suspicion, suspicion. He quickly opened the case and searched through the cache. Sure enough, he found a tracking device. The blinking red light was flashing faster and faster. It felt like the killer was right behind him. The man aimed at
Nah, bro, I hate whenever they cut it off right whenever I want to know what happened.
Michael will accept the $250,000 salary guaranteed, and the shoe will be named for Michael and our family.
Really?
Mr. Vaccaro, don't sound so surprised.
No, great decision.
Now, we are willing to accept the deal and commit right away, but with one minor provision. Michael will get a percentage of the revenue of the sale of each shoe that is sold.
Oh, Mrs. Jordan, so that's not how the business works at all. What? The athletes get a licensing fee. In this case, obviously, a groundbreaking fee. But they don't actually participate in the gross sales of the shoe. That would disrupt the industry, and they wouldn't.
Well, that's not his concern. His concern is that in order for the shoe to be meaningful, then Michael has to create the meaning in that shoe.
You know, it is the NBA, so these are the best of the best.
Well, he has to be better. He will.
They did make a fucking movie about this, huh? How Jordans got made and shit. This is real. You know what's crazy, bro? Why is there so many movies like this? Not like, you know, black, white and shit like that. But why is there so many movies of like the olden days of how shit was made and how we know it now and how it was actually, it came to be. And everything's just so scummy, bruh. Niggas was just greedy, gatekeeping ass motherfuckers back in the day, yo. They still around now. I ain't gonna lie, they still around now. But now they just smart with, now they'll tell you all the shit that's gonna happen, but then there's nothing you could do about it. Crazy.
Win championships, multiple championships, final MVPs. I know my son.
They're not. You don't get to be Magic and Michael Cooper. It's basketball.
Yeah, but if he does it, he deserves to be compensated. You eat, we eat. That's all he's asking.
I need a shoe, Pete.
I would assume as much.
I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made.
How long do we have?
Monday.
Who's the player for the shoe?
Michael Jordan. The Bulls are red and black. Can you get more red in?
They literally are not permitted to be a single additional percentage point of red.
Is that true? What is the actual rule?
51% of the shoe has to be white.
They'll fine him?
$5,000 a game.
And what about if we just pay the fines?
Yes. I thought it should be called Air Soul, but that's not it.
What is it?
Air Jordan.
That's perfect.
How is that the name of the movie? Is the name of the movie Air Jordan? I'm guessing that's what the name of the movie is.
What do you think about that?
They're called Air Jordan. The shoe will be designed specifically for you. We'll build it off a mold of your...
What are your thoughts?
I thought the NBA had a rule on color.
Yeah, they do. They want it all white, and with all due respect to them, they can go to hell. We're going to pay the fines for Michael every game.
Michael will accept the...
I wonder if that shit's still going on now, where it's like...
In prison, this Indian girl started working at the prison.
Yo, I heard shit about the female prison guards, bruh. They be busting it open in that bitch, bruh. The female prison guards be busting it open whenever... I don't even know how to get away with that shit, though. Don't they got cameras on every floor? You going in them blind spots, be fucking the inmates.
And everybody trying to get her attention. I told my dad, I said, I'm gonna get her. He said, man, you ain't gonna get her. I said, I'm gonna show you.
Yo, daddy. Hold up. Let me let him cook real quick. Because that calling a nigga daddy in jail is crazy unless that's your actual father.
I'm gonna get her. This how conversation started. 2-3 weeks, I don't say nothing to her at all. I get out of work one day, and as I'm walking, she was like, hey, you. And I just kind of looked at her, and she was like, yeah, you. She was like, why? You don't never come out. You don't never come talk to me. You don't. I said, ain't nothing worth coming out here looking at. And I kept walking. And she was like, what you mean? I said, man, ain't nothing out here worth looking at. And I kept walking. And she looking at the paperwork. I'm guessing she trying to either see my name or see who I'm in cell with. And she kept looking up at me. And she was like, who's your cellie? She was like, y'all got the same name. I was like, that's my daddy. Really? How? She started asking questions. So then we started talking 2-3 weeks. I go to the shower. She come and stand by the shower, watching me, looking me up and down. I would put the Muslim oil on, smelling good. I'm cooking stuff. She asked me about the meals. I'm explaining stuff. And so one day I walked up to her.
I don't give a fuck how good this shit sound, chat. Don't never go to jail, bro. Making prison meals? Having to explain your prison meal, nigga? Don't never go to jail, fam. This shit ain't worth it.
We got a cell phone, but we don't keep it in the cell. We never keep it in the cell. I write the number down, and I go downstairs, and I tell her, I say, look, what I'm about to say, just let it go in one ear and out the other if you don't like what I say. She was like, okay, what is it? What if it was a way we can talk outside of here? She was like, what you mean? I said, you know exactly what I mean. In the staff bathroom, I said, I went in there, taped a piece of paper under the sink. I said, I'm going to walk off. I said, I ain't going to talk to you the rest of the day. I said, you go in there, you get that piece of tape. I said, you can hit me.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Bro, the prison female female guards be on horny shit with the inmates, bro. Look, if your girlfriend, I'm not gonna say wife, cause wife, you know, you can get past on that. If your girlfriend is a nurse or a prison guard, she cheating on you, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what it is about them horny ass nurses, bro. But anyone in like a health or like medical position that's a female, unless you got them locked down, like you know that ain't shit going nowhere, they cheating on you, bro. Like, they want to be a nurse, they cheating on you, bro. They in college wanting to be a nurse, oh, that's the worst. That's the fucking worst. But hey, you know,
get me blocked. And she was like, and I walked off. I go in the cell. I said, hey, I had to call my daughter, his granddaughter. So I'm going to keep the phone in the cell. He said, and if they come in here and get your phone, you know you're going to take their charge. I said, you got 2 life sentences. I ain't taking no charge. You taking all the charges. So we keep the phone. They do it.
His dad got 2 life sentences, nigga? What the fuck?
Unlock that. She closed the door. Boom. She come to the door, opens our door, and do me like this, and winks, and close the door. Soon as she closed the door, my daddy standing straight up. What the hell was that? And I said, hey, Dad. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. He said, what's up? I said, look, man, I gave her the number. He said, what you say? I said, she gonna call me block. I said, I told you I was gonna give her. He said, go on, pack your stuff up, boo. Going to hold the night. By that time, I got the phone under the pillow where I can see it. It light up. It's blocked. He see the light. He stand up. Go answer. He said, that's the green team. I asked, hello? My daddy started grabbing my stuff. I said, hello? He said, hey, big head. I looked at my dad. I said, hey, little head. So we get to talking. My daddy tap on the bed. Elsa, she'll bring us something in here. I said, hold on. Hey. I thought you said the police was going to come in here. In prison, this Indian girl started working at.
Man, shit.
We're gonna fix the sink.
Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this YouTube video. You feel me? That's 30 minutes of scrolling through reels looking at bullshit.